friends. I'm back for our second circle time. If you remember, we have our second circle time after we're either downstairs in the gym or we have our second circle time after we come in from the playground. And we always do something fun like bingo, or we cut something, or we do patterns. And Mrs. Kavanaugh, every day reads you a story. So today I'm going to be reading you a story, and it's another story very similar to the one we read yesterday. This is called Hooper's Treetop Adventure. Excuse me. So, yesterday we read about Hooper, and he was hunting for something, and he made a mistake. He thought he was hunting for an animal, but it wasn't an animal that he was looking for. He was looking for our new season called spring. That's what Hooper was looking for. And he didn't realize that it wasn't an animal. So today, Hooper is going to go on another adventure. So I'm going to read you about Hooper today. Here we go. Good, Brendan?
Yes.
Okay. Mama, may I go out on my own today, said Hooper one bright spring morning. I want to find something good to eat. Where will you go? Asked his mother. Into the forest to look for hazelnuts. I'm bored with bark and leaves. His mother said, You won't find hazelnuts in spring, she said. Besides, hares don't usually eat nuts. Why not? Asked Hooper. Because we can't climb trees, said his mother. Hooper ran across the fields and into the forest. The warmth of spring had melted the snow and ice from the trees and washed it from the forest floor. That looked like a good place to explore. Suddenly, something hit him on the head. Ouch! Cried Hooper. He stared up into the tree above him. More pine cones came hurtling down at him. Uh-oh. An angry squirrel was glaring at him from the lowest branch of the tree. Go away, he shouted. I won't let you steal my nuts. Nuts, said Hooper. There are no nuts in spring. My mama said so. Well, there would be some if I could remember where I buried my winter stores, said the squirrel. I'll help you look, said Hooper. I'll share if you'll share them with me. All right, said the squirrel, and they both began to dig around the tree. Look, I found one, said Hooper. Then the squirrel found some more. Let's go somewhere safe to eat these, he said, and he picked up the nuts and scampered up into the tree. Wait, I can't climb trees, said Hooper. Maybe you could if you tried, said the squirrel. Will you help me? Asked Hooper. The squirrel set the nuts in a hole in the tree. Then he helped Hooper drag a fallen branch over to the tree and prop it against the trunk. Hooper crawled slowly up the branch, not daring to look down. The squirrel was waiting at the top, and he helped Hooper onto the lowest branch of the tree. That was the hard part, said the squirrel. The rest is easy. Just leap from branch to branch like this. It did look easy, and Hooper was good at jumping, but he was bigger and heavier than the squirrel, and landing on the narrow, slippery branches with his big, soft paws was a lot harder than it looked. Help! Cried Hooper suddenly. I'm going to fall. You'll be fine, said the squirrel calmly. Just lower yourself onto this branch. Let's stop now, said Hooper, still trembling. It's so high up here. The squirrel brought a nut for each of them, showed Hooper how to crack open the shell with his teeth. Hooper felt better now. What's that tapping noise, he asked. Oh, that's my friend Woodpecker, said the squirrel. He lives in this tree, too. Shall we visit him? Oh, there's the woodpecker. He's beautiful. Hello, hare, said the woodpecker. How did you get up here? Hooper proudly explained how he had done it. Come inside and see my home, said the woodpecker. Hooper and the squirrel crawled inside the hollow in the tree. This is a very nice place to live, said the squirrel. Yes, and it has a lovely view, said Hooper. I'd like to stay longer, but I have to go home now. Hooper managed to scramble down to the lowest branch, but the branch had propped up against the tree had fallen into the undergrowth. Oh, now I'm stuck, he groaned. It's a long way to jump, the squirrel agreed. I know, said Hooper, suddenly cheering up. My friend the stag lives in this forest. Maybe he could lift me down. Good idea, said the woodpecker. Wait here, I'll see if I can find him. And off he flew. Soon they heard twigs crackling and a big stag walked into the clearing. A stag is a deer, okay? I need your help, he said, and he held his antlers up to Hooper. Hooper carefully climbed onto the antlers. Then the stag lowered his head and gently set Hooper down on the forest floor. Thank you, said Hooper. I don't know how I could have managed without you. May I take a hazelnut home with me? Hooper asked the squirrel. Of course, he replied. I have plenty to spare. Then the little hare said goodbye to his friends and he set off for home. Did you find something good to eat? Asked Hooper's mother. Yes, and you'll never guess what it was, said Hooper. He brought the hazelnut out from behind his back. See, Mama, you can find hazelnuts in the spring, and hares can climb trees, but I don't think I'll do it again. It was too scary. His mother smiled. It seems we both learned something today. Then Hooper and his mother snuggled down in the grass and shared the springtime hazelnut. The end. Okay, friends, we've been talking about a new word with our stories, and it is called characters. Characters are animals or people in a story. So do you think you can remember some of the characters in my story called Hooper's Treetop Adventure? Who are the characters or the animals in this story? One is Hooper. One is the squirrel. Do you see another character on this page? On the cover of this book, I see one more. Who is it? Woodpecker. Right. And there was one more character in the story. This character saved the day for Hooper because Hooper was stuck way up high in that tree and somebody came and saved the day. Who was it? It was the stag. A stag is a boy deer. He is called a stag. And you know he's a stag because he has very, very big horns on his head. All right, so I'd like to show you what you're going to do today. I'm going to be sending home in an email to your moms and dads something super fun for you to do. It is this piece of paper. And on it, you're going to be using your best coloring, not your scrabbling, your coloring. And you're going to color all these different flowers, different colors. So on this, I have big letters and little letters. So I have uppercase and lowercase. You're going to look up here, and your mommies and daddies can color in these letters the right color. So if you were looking for the letter F, you're going to color it in pink. If you're coloring in the letter L, you're going to color it orange. If you're coloring in the letter O, it's going to be green. If you're coloring in the letter W, it's going to be purple. If you're coloring in the letter E, it's going to be yellow. And if you're coloring in the letter R, it's going to be red. So let's review our letters first so you know exactly what to do. So what letter is this? I see a big letter and a little letter. These are the letters, what? They're the letter F. Good job. Next, I have this letter, a big and a little letter. These are the letter what? If you said L, you're correct. And I have this letter. What letter is that? O. I have this letter. What's this letter? It makes the wah-wah sound. This is a wah-wah wagon, and it starts with the letter W. I also have this letter. You're going to be looking for this letter too. This is the letter E. E. And the last letter is the letter R. R. And if you look at the paper, all of these letters spell this word at the bottom. This word is flower. F-L-O-W-E-R. Flower. So you can color in all these letters the right colors. And if you want to send me a picture of what beautiful coloring you did, you may do that today, and I'll make sure I answer you back. Just like I answered Jack V before when he asked if he could see my doggie Murphy. So be on the lookout for the paper, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.